Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here. And
We'll
today
see.
I'm bringing.
We'll see who knows the difference of voices. But what's going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you guys Week 1 Pick'em. I'm a coach, so I'm not doing the Pick'em. I got two analysts here that um, did do the Pick'em for Week 1, and we're gonna run through the games this week, see why they picked them. None of the other analysts wanted to show up, so Greg and Awesome Hat. I will link their channels down below, and I will make sure I link their channels down below in the description. Go check them out, and they will give you guys a quick rundown of the games they picked. So first game we got is the Melbourne Metagross versus the Green Bay Greninjas, and you two kind of split on this. Greg went with the Metagross, and Hat went with the Pikachus. Any reasoning?
Yes. One team has a Tapu Lele, and that's really the only reason why I picked them.
All right, straight for the broken stuff.
Uh, yeah, I mean, Tapu Lele kind of does run train through the Pikachus, but
Exactly, but
Florges,
you think
It's not a switch.
Mortis does not switch into fucking? I dare you! I dare Jacob to switch his Weavile into Tapu Lele. Fucking dare him.
You know what? If it's not a Scarf Tapu Lele, it's probably gonna die.
Fair enough.
We'll see.
Let's see. Only two analysts went with the Metagross, Greg and Uzzer. The other six rolled with the Pikachus, so we'll see if anybody will be undefeated record-wise by the end of this. Going on to the Rhode Island Rotoms and the Great Lake Greninjas. Greg and Hat both agreed here on the Rhode Island Rotoms winning. I believe they have Kieran Black on their team.
Yeah. Once again, you just go with the Pokemon that is going to run through the other team, and in this case, one has a Kieran Black. And,
The other one has a Mega Steelix, so I mean, that's a good one. I mean, it gives you plus 60 points, but when there's broken stuff like Darkrai and Tapu Lele and
Yeah. No,
Zor
Only
and
three analysts chose the Rotoms. You two, and then Arcanite chose the Rotoms as well. So a lot of people going for Jonah and the Greninjas, and Jonah's actually not a bad player.
I don't know. I've been in a league with Jonah. Jonah knows what he's doing. It's just, when you have Karen Black who destroys Fat that is on Jonah's team, it's very difficult to deal with. And every time I see Fat Core versus Monster, I always go with Monster.
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, and the Rotoms have a fat mon of their own. They got Crest, so
Ugh.
what on the other team's gonna break a Crest? Maybe Volcarona after it's setting up. You know what? Hidden Power Rock Cresselia, new meta.
Actually, you know what? If you guys see a hidden Power Rock Cresselia on Monday, you guys know Hat called that right now. All right, third game is the Charlotte Beedrills and Tesla Mouse, which is actually going to be rebranded to the Houston Raichus starting week 2. And they're taking on the Marlboro Mudsdales and Dark Devil 26, Brendan. And Hat and Greg agreed on Brendan, and TT Trevor, our power rankings guy, and Arcanite chose Tesla Mouse this week. Why'd you guys go with Brendan?
Well, this was the rare case where both teams had unbelievably dumb Pokemon. One has Protean Greninja, the other has Hoopa Unbound. And I decided to go with Hoopa Unbound mainly because I feel like Hoopa has the ability to break down Tesla's team. There's Pokemon that really just don't want to come in. Like Hitmontop doesn't want to come in. Latios doesn't want to come in. Sure, he has stuff to revenge, but that has to come in after something dies. And with mons like Vaporeon, Quagsire, maybe not Galvantula, but Hoopa's going to have plenty of times to come in and get a kill. So
Yeah, I mean, Hoopa, Diggersby, Keldeo just breaking things. Hoopa's pretty much going to come in, get a kill, leave, and then you can lean on things like Skarmory to take a hit, and then do something magical.
we'll see about that.
Yeah, I mean, from using Protean Greninja experience, that just has to be put in the right hands. I think I only had like 4 kills with it in 9 games in the PGL, so it's a Pokemon that To me, it really just depends on the matchup. It doesn't hit as hard. I mean, what is it, base 103 special attack? Yeah, it's base 103 special attack and 98 attack, so I mean, it's not overwhelming. It's just being able to switch types.
Yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see what Tesla's approach to Protein Ninja is. As you said, Greninja has the ability to run through a lot of teams. It's just is the coach able to capitalize on Greninja's potential and
All right, game 4. We got the Golden State War Turtles. I feel like any league I'm in, there's a Golden State War Turtles. And the Brisbane Heatrans. Now, from just personal knowledge, Brisbane Heatrans coach Chiangi77's just coming off a championship win over in the Hive. Surprised not more coaches took him. Granted, not many of the analysts know about him. Greg, you actually went with the War Turtles this week, and Hat, you went with the Heatrans.
Correct. The reason I did that is Changi has a Regenerator Core, gets eaten alive by Mega Scizor.
Yeah,
Mega Scizor.
Slowking plus the Tangrowth does not like Mega Scizor.
Crobat doesn't beat Mega Scizor without Heat Wave, and if it sets up an SD. Prioritizes Azumarill's Aqua Jet if it's speedy. I just don't see what responses he has for Mega Scizor, if I'm being honest. So,
yeah, it totally looks like Mega Scizor can beat the Brisbane Heatrans, but I have faith in my favorite Aussie.
Are you sure? There's a lot of good Aussie players out there.
Aussies are known for being very good.
I've learned you never question his greatness. So
that's true. I mean, he came out of nowhere and ended up winning the Hive Season 3, or CBA Season 3, now the Hive.
It's going to be a fun match to watch. I can't wait to see what Changi does as far as handling that Scizor.
Even his own league commissioner not even giving him any faith. Uzzer going with the War Turtles. Arcanite being the other coach that chose the War Turtles. So right now, I mean, everybody's mixed. I don't see one or two analysts that have the exact same, except for Narth and Derp. Those are the only two that have the same picks through 4 teams here. Next week, the next game, we have Colorado Mammoth Swines versus the Oregon Ducklets. Myself, I will just keep shut, but you guys see it on the screen. There's 8 Ducklets logos.
Yeah, for whatever reason, people just did not like Eric's matchup, and I think this game is going to be an interesting matchup, mainly because their core Johnny is kind of dumb. There's like a Garchomp, Clefable, Jirachi, and that's going to be like a really difficult team, really difficult core for Pokemon like Victini to handle, along with Salamence. I mean, there's a lot threatening him, like Pokemon. Like, there's a lot threatening you, like Mega Pidgeot, for example, Lucario even, but I feel like your core is just matches up very well against his team. You have decent checks to his offensive monsters, being Victini. I don't expect Victini to get more than 1 kill max. So I don't know what Eric is going to have to rely on, or Neon X Neon Zero to win, but I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really wants to fight a Garchomp on that team, and I don't see anything that looks like it's really going to take too many hits. You start wearing down the Gourgeist, Uxie, and then Garchomp just kind of runs train.
Yeah, it depends on the set that John utilizes. Obviously, defensive set would be a much more reliable check to Victini, whereas an offensive set kind of gets walled by those 2 mons. So we'll see what happens in the match come Monday, but it should be a doozy.
All right, now we're moving into the next game here. We got the Calgary Flame Wheels, probably the best logo in the league right now, and Burger Kingler. We have our veteran trash talker game here, and there's only one Flame Wheel logo, and that's Uzzer. Everybody else chose Burger Kingler. So a lot of people are rolling with Merc.
Yeah, this is my lock of the week. Merc has Dialga Speed, Manaphy, and Zapdos. A lot of big threats on that team. I'm just feeling like, he's just going to run through. Break balance, and then offensive cleaner in the end. Vita's going to have a difficult time prepping for that.
Merck is top tier talent, so never want to pick against somebody who's competing with the best of the best. And I mean, I'm not going to say anything against Calgary Flame Wheels, but it's Merck, so got to just give credit to where the name comes from.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that Deeves does have going for him is he has Magirna, and Merck got 6-0 by Magirna last time, so...
That is very true. Merck
you
has
have the
been
crypto.
6-0 by Magirna.
Well...
Going off what Hat said, based on name, that's what's going to that's where I think a lot of these picks are coming in. In this next game, we have the Alabama Crimson Surf, coached by Spanik. We also have 6-Foot Hacks, coach of the Durham Druddigons. Hat and Greg, you both went with the Druddigons. Uzzer and Narth, keeping loyal to their Hive/CBA companion in Spanik this week. I know Spanik has a very good matchup because Faramosa matches up very, very well versus Leo's team this week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think really all that Leo has for it is the Togekiss. And also potentially Nidoqueen as well can defensively check Faramosa as well.
I don't know
but
about check because of Ice Beam.
Playform set, you're going to have to predict around that thing. Pyukumuku can also potentially wall Faramosa, although Faramosa can get momentum. It depends really on the set that I feel like Spanik is going to utilize in this matchup. But don't discount Pokemon like Darkrai doing really well in this matchup, and monster to terrify. It's a terrifying monster, and if you take a look at Spanik's team, it's going to put in a lot of work. As long as he can keep that Faramosa from getting any boost, I could see Leo pulling this one through.
Yeah, I mean, Spanik has a couple of threatening mons that he has just offensive powerhouses in Tapu Koko. We got Faramosa, little Dragonite there.
Overrated. I mean, yeah, Dragonite.
Leo is hot off of a UCL Season 2 title. So
yeah, I believe he was also CCLD League finalist too.
Yeah, he went all the way to second place.
So I mean, he's in a fairly good spot right now. But yeah, only Uzzer and Narth. Uzzer actually stating, I'll give you his reasoning here for why he went with Spanik here, and logically it makes sense, saying that Faramosa, Koko, and Starmie is real hard for Leo's team to really beat. Leo's first two picks are Mew, Darkrai, which don't take on Faramosa well at all. So that'll be an interesting game. And then our last game of the week, we have the main red Clawitzers and the New York Shelmets.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's an appropriate name for Tone's team.
Why? Because he has Infernape?
Yeah, there was, what was it?
Celesteela.
Yeah, there was Celesteela, Toxapex.
Bramble with Intimidate.
So
Really
it's Fat, and I
honest.
think
It's not
2 wall breakers. I think that was it.
Yeah, and you know what's difficult for Gassy about this matchup is that his entire team gets fed by Infernape. So and like you mentioned, he's got Fat to switch into potential Scarf users, and then there is wall breakers to break down Gassy's Fat, and then the Infernape to just clean up at the end. So it's a pretty good matchup in Tone's favor, even though Gassy is the more well-known established name. I really like Tone's matchup in this game, and that's why I'm going to roll with Tone.
Yeah. Fat plus 8, and I mean, like he said, 8 outspeeds the entire team, so it's got to be a big issue, because then, he's got to run some kind of Scarfer if you hope for 8 not to just, kill him. But the main red Clawitzers have so much to just sit back on with their ugly, fat team. Just lard.
I mean, Gassy, I see some people taking Gassy. We have J-Specs, Uzzer, and Derp. Gassy's actually going into play a PGL final, so he's coming off of a very successful season right now, so he's probably looking to continue his momentum. But yeah,
Anybody
it's going to be an interesting week right now. After all these 8 games said and done, nobody on the analyst crew has the same set of picks. So the chances somebody going 8-0 this week are very minimal right now.
Oh my god!
There's
At least someone will
chances.
do well. Someone's gonna do well.
Yeah, somebody's
Yes.
going to do real well.
If it's going to be somebody, it's going to be me.
I think it's gonna be me.
I mean, we'll find out. You guys will see the records for the Pick'em updated next Friday, because the Pick'ems will be done every Friday. We'll have different group of analysts with us, or it could be just Hat and Greg every week. Hopefully we can try to get more so they can explain their picks. And then we will also have the week recaps on Tuesdays, and we'll have the power rankings for you guys on Wednesday. So a lot of content for you guys to keep up. And then go over, check out all the coaches and analysts channels. I will have Greg and Hat's channels down below with the coaches. Go over, sub to them. I believe Greg's only, 4 subscribers from 200?
Yeah, almost there.
Yeah, so go over there, get Greg up to 200. And we will be back next Friday with Week 2 Pick'em. But I'm joined with Greg and Hat. I'm Johnny GB. And we're out.
Deuces.
Back. Bye.